Romans 7, verse number 18. For I know that in me, that is, in my flesh, dwelleth no good thing. For to will is present with me, but how to perform that which is good I find not. Now, we're in the book of Romans, so who did the Holy Ghost use to write this? Who's the writer? Huh? The Apostle Paul. Pretty sharp fellow. Wrote a lot of the New Testament, planted a lot of churches, used mightily of God. So he's saying something kind of striking here in verse 18. I know that in me dwelleth no good thing. Paul, you're a great guy. You're a good... Yeah, well, you don't know Paul like I know Paul, like I look in the mirror. There dwelleth no good thing in me. But I'm talking about my flesh. Now, again, the initial onlooker looks at this and says, what do you mean the flesh? We're not talking about, again, the body. We're talking about that sin nature. For to will is present with me, but how to perform that which is good I find not. In the flesh, our old nature dwelleth no good thing. That is, as you heard a couple of times during our revival, our righteousnesses are as filthy rags. That's why a person that they're in the coffin, they're in the casket, it's their funeral service, they were never a believer, they weren't a Christian. You can say till you're blue in the face, they were a good person, they were a great person, they were a good person, they were a great person. But everything they did in their life was through the flesh because they didn't have the divine nature in them. And in that flesh dwelleth no good thing. It doesn't matter if he did 1,000,000,000,000 good things. It was all in the flesh, not in the spirit. So that's the first part there. Identify your enemy. Number 2, understand your enemy. Understand your enemy. How does the flesh attack the Christian? It produces conflict. It produces conflict. And you can write beside that, an inner turmoil. An inner turmoil. Continues on underneath that. It cooperates with the world and the devil. It cooperates with the world and the devil. We're in the book of Romans. Look with me in Romans chapter 7 and verse number 21. I find then a law that when I would do good, evil is present with me. This is what the Apostle Paul discovered, that evil is just present with me. I have that sin nature. It is there. Look down at verse number 23. I see another law in my members, warring against the law of my mind and bringing me into captivity to the law of sin which is in my members. Well, I tell you, that is the primary fountainhead of our struggle is our mind. That's what he references, the mind. It is a battle and a struggle with the mind.